On today's video, we are getting controversial. We are going to be talking about one of the most polarizing topics in the hair community. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. I am Brandon, the owner of the Brandon Experience. On today's video, we are going to be covering a topic that is ultra polarizing. I mean, it separates the hair community. It can go from here to like way over here. The natural people are probably screaming right now. Relaxers are poison, they're toxic, you're not embracing your natural curl. Let's get right into it. Let's start with our first topic, time and lifestyle. Do you have the time to be natural? I know that might sound like a funny question. It takes time to go through your natural hair routine. It takes time to cleanse your hair, deep condition, detangle, figure out what type of styling products. It's also a huge investment. Hair is one of those things that you have to do what works best for you as long as you're still being healthy. So if that person that likes to work out a lot and they tend to sweat, the moisture is going to cause reversion, and then they hit it with the flat iron. They're pressing all of those salts and craziness from working out right into the hair, causing so much damage because of the amount of heat that they have to use to maintain the look that they want. In that instance, rather than using heat styling on your hair on a daily basis or 5 out of 7 days of the week, maybe that person might benefit from a relaxer. What are you not going to be able to do anymore now that you are relaxed? If you like your natural styles to embrace your natural curl and texture, then that part is definitely going to be lost. However, does that mean that you always have to just wear your hair straight in a 90s wrap, bumped at the ends? Absolutely not. You can still do twist outs, you can still do roller sets, you can still do flexi rod sets being relaxed. There are a lot of options that don't involve blow drying your hair. A lot of times in the past, that's the issue that we were encountering. We want it to be relaxed, but we wanted to use a lot of heat on our hair and chemically process our hair with color, lightener, and things like that in addition to the relaxer. Bad idea. If you want long blonde hair, I would encourage you to lean towards being natural. If you want an occasional highlight or so with the appropriate stylist and the right hair care routine, then you can probably have some type of highlight. However, that's going to depend on your individual situation. That leads me to my next point. Who is going to be taking care of your hair? Who's going to be performing the relaxer? What type of relaxer are they going to be using? How often will you be getting your relaxers? Do you have support when it comes time for your trims and haircuts? Moisture is going to be super important, as is strengthening treatments such as keratin. All of those things are factors that you want to consider prior to making this decision. Another thing to consider is how are they going to relax your hair? Are you one of those people that, we gotta get it bone straight? We actually are breaking our hair down to the point that it's compromised. You should have a slight bit of texture in your hair. Will they just grab that super coarse grade relaxer that's designed for very, very strong, thick strands of hair? So what exactly is texture? Texture is if you take a single strand of your hair and kind of like roll it between your fingers and look at the diameter. Coarse hair is going to feel something close to that of like fishing line. Medium texture of hair, somewhere in between that and almost like you can't feel anything. That's going to be your fine texture. Most curly hair is in that fine to medium category, which is why when we used to go for those super strong relaxers back in the day, our hair would only get to a certain point, it was breaking, it was compromised because we weren't pursuing the chemical route the effective way. Are you just one of those people that can be a little indecisive and you just really don't know? I like to call this term natural hair fatigue. Natural hair fatigue is what happens when you are just spent. You're tired, you don't know what products to use, or maybe you do, you just don't have the time or energy to continue to do your routine. I would recommend that you go into a protective style, perhaps braid your hair, give yourself a break from your hair. In relationships, they say that absence makes the heart grow fonder. But with your hair, sometimes you could just put it away for a little bit. I think it really does the same thing. Also be prepared for the social aspect of it. It seems like the natural hair community can be very aggressive at times, and they can even kind of relaxer shame someone for deciding that's a good choice for their lifestyle. As long as you are making the best decision for you and your hair is still healthy, go for it. The choice is yours. However, keep in mind when you do decide to go relax that it is a permanent decision. So that's where that word perm comes from that a lot of people use interchangeably with relaxer. It is a permanent straightening service, meaning that when you break those bonds down in your hair, you can't take your hair back to natural after you've done this process. The only thing you can do is cut your hair off or grow the relaxer out, which is a whole nother topic for another day. And the last factor, which for me is the most important factor, is to consider your individual hair health. What does that mean? When a hair professional looks at your hair, would they say that, girl, you probably aren't a candidate for a relaxer? Your hair might not be strong enough. Some people will say, I've been relaxed my entire life. Why is it an issue now? Body can change completely within about a 7-year duration. The type of medications you can tolerate, sometimes we develop allergies to certain beauty products, including things that are affecting our hair, such as relaxers. I do have some clients that got to a point in their lives that their hair just can't take a relaxer anymore, so they had no choice but to go natural. At the end of the day, just remember, being relaxed or natural is your choice. If you choose to be relaxed, take care of your hair the right way, and realize what things you cannot do anymore. So I hope this video has helped you to kind of see both sides of it so that you can make an educated decision if going back to a relaxer is even a good idea for you. I love covering controversial topics like this because there's always more than one way to look at a particular subject. Please leave me comments down below. I want you all to go in. Let me know, how do you feel? What about the health side effects? There's so many things to consider. Again, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps me to continue to make this content, and I want to know what type of information you all want to hear. So please send me messages and let me know. Same place, same time, same channel. I'll see you all next week. Peace.